Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here with a bonus video about two LEGO news articles that have come out recently, and there's going to be a rant at the end, so feel free to skip out if you don't want to hear me rant. But anyways, I want to start off with talking about this one that came out about a day ago. It's been rumored for the past week or so, while we were still talking about the UCS Tumblr and everything like that, that there was going to be a miniature Disney castle releasing for the 50th anniversary. And we now have confirmation about that from the LEGO Store's Mexico page from various social media. I've seen it on Instagram, it's also on Facebook, but for some reason, just the Mexico page is talking about it. I don't know why the LEGO main pages don't. I'm not really sure, but I do know that it is official. So, this thing is retailing for $35 according to United States dollars and will be releasing in October, I believe October 1st. It is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Disney World theme park, the Walt Disney World theme park in Orlando, Florida. And it doesn't seem to be an exclusive there. Nobody's actually ever said that it was going to be only sold at that park itself. That would make the most sense to me, because it's like, well, if it's celebrating that anniversary, then it would be there, right? Well, nothing in the posts or anything say about it. It says, bring all the Disneyland fantasy to your home with the upcoming LEGO launch very soon on our LEGO Stores Mexico. We will be available and you can miss it. What? Okay, there might have been a translation issue in there. I'm not going to say that Facebook is going to be perfect on translating everything, but okay, interesting. But yeah, nothing's indicated about it being specific LEGO stores or Disney stores or anything like that. I imagine this wouldn't be a Walmart or Target release, obviously, but an interesting throw out there anniversary set nonetheless. I mean, originally when I thought about this release, I thought it might have been exclusively to Disney parks, or it would have been a gift with purchase, or something like that, because this doesn't seem like the kind of thing they would just sell on its own. Or if they did, it would be in small quantities. Now, moving back a little bit, we're going to go to the other news that we have for today about the LEGO Fender Stratocaster. And this says, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love music. And I love a lot of music that also plays off of Fender and guitars and everything like that. I do not own a guitar. I do not play guitar. But I still appreciate what this thing is. So, I'm just going to let this clip roll. I've already watched it 2 or 3 times, and it still looks like a decent model of a Fender guitar. If they had to make a LEGO guitar, this is probably one of the best ones that they could come up with. And the thing that really confused me about this, that's kind of throwing me off, is that nobody talked about this thing being an ideas project. This thing just popped out today with photos, video, early releases, LEGO Ambassador got their stuff. But nobody talked about it when it was in the Ideas Project stage. Nobody talked about that it released or had like 10,000 votes. Nobody said about it as like, oh, it won in this vote or whatever. Nothing. It got overshadowed before and after that point because of Seinfeld and Home Alone. So Home Alone would be coming after this, but probably be much later down the line. So, and I say later down the line, I mean like a month from now. Sorry, getting a little rant fever in there. A little early. So anyways, as this product is, it's about 1,000 pieces, a little over 1,000 pieces, and releases for $100 in the United States in October of this year. That's fair. I think it's actually pretty good, considering the model itself, and also considering that it has 2 different colors that you can change it to, red or black. It also opens the door to changing it to other colors, as long as we know the parts are available. But they're not. Not all of them are going to be available. I've also learned from the new Elementary on Instagram when they did a press announcement about it today and going over building techniques and new parts and things like that. They have new pieces in here that are only currently available in those colors. I'm not disappointed about that, but I know that people would like to change the colors around for this. And we've already seen in the past week, again, that we got an announcement about LEGO sets that are going to change colors and be re-released in the UK, specifically as a pilot program. So, these are fine. I am okay with it. I'm just not going to pick it up. It's not something that I would need to have as a LEGO model. I mean, I don't even have a little guitar model anywhere else. I think my trash can has a guitar shape on it, but that's it. It's not because of it. It's just like, okay, I just happen to have it and it looks okay, but it's not something I was destined to have or anything. So I guess I'm gonna lean into that Rant territory now because yeah, I think it's, again, these are both fine models. They're not things that I'm looking to buy, but let me know what you think about them in the comments down below, and let's begin our rant. LEGO is producing so many things and marketing so very often, literally every week or multiple times per week on something. It doesn't even have to be about a new product, but it could be just about a new movement. Like they're trying to keep LEGO in the consciousness of everybody around. You don't have to do that. You're an 80-year-old company that's been producing a beloved, highly selling, sometimes #1 selling toy for generations. And yeah, you can show there are a lot of improvements and there are a lot of new parts and a lot of new building techniques and all that jazz. But in all honesty, you don't have to say every week, oh, we made this in LEGO. Oh, we re-released this in LEGO. It doesn't have to be so frequent. That's what I'm trying to say, is that there's an oversaturation of LEGO products right now. I kid you not, because of the Seinfeld and Home Alone and other ideas projects getting pushed out so much, I actually forgot that this Stratocaster was an ideas project. I thought this was another random license like they did in 2019 with the Harley Davidson. It's a fine model. It's not one that I picked up and I don't have any interest to pick it up, but it got overshadowed by everything else. And I understand that LEGO is reaching all these different corners and facets all the time so that people can be fascinated and interested in something if it appeals to them. Here's the thing. Most of the people that I talk to in the LEGO community think about the LEGO first and the license second. They want to build, and it doesn't matter what they're building. And there are things that are cool that they are getting built, but it's not like always the front of their mind on that thing. I mean, right now it's definitely about the Marvel CMFs. Again, they just came out. So I'm trying not to sound too ranty, too like over the top about this. Should I really be complaining that one of my favorite companies ever is pushing out things on a regular basis? No. What I'm complaining about is that I feel like there's a reason that they're happening. I feel like that it's actually hurting more than it's helping. If you had space between something coming out and nothing coming and some other thing coming out, you know, that people could relish in it, that they're not all day one buyers, by the way, you know, there will be time when they need to save up and purchase this thing. And yeah, these things are coming out in October. That's fine. But people are still, you know, going to be on the fence about it. They're still going to wait a little bit. That's why the early things come out. But they're still going to see if they want this kind of stuff or if it appeals to them. And if it doesn't, you don't have to throw another thing in their face that will. I don't know. Everybody's different, and I'm on the fence about it because I think that if there's too many things put out at the same time, they're not going to sell well. You're going to have a whole lot of wasted shelf space in the stores. And I don't just mean the LEGO stores. I mean like the retail stores too. I mean, I've seen the Fast and Furious Technicar sit there indefinitely at Walmart. And they've never, ever moved units. I swear, I think I've counted a couple times. And it's the same number of boxes every time I'm there. People can still enjoy the Sesame Street set that came out a couple months ago. And I saw someone building it yesterday on Mockumentary. So, you know, like, it almost forces the pace for everybody that we have to buy it as soon as it comes out because it will be out for a limited amount of time. And then we got to toss it to the side shortly after because there's something else that's going to be on the horizon. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be a LEGO fan like that. I want to buy something. I've had LEGO sets sitting for over a year before actually building them. And I'm fine with that. Because at least I know that I have it and I could get into it if I wanted to. But by the same proxy, I lose the hype of building it over time. And then I go back and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I bought this. And sometimes I buy it twice or whatever. Like even a small set, like a city set or something. And then I lose that hype because there's so many other things that are coming out. So it's like, how am I supposed to plan the shopping? How am I supposed to figure out what... Maybe it's because I like too many things. But again, I'm going back to what I said earlier. Lego fans like to build. It doesn't always have to be about the particular product that they're building. Thank you, PogChamp. It's about the experience of it. And even if they don't build what's available as a marketed set, they still have pieces. They could still build their own things. That's still out there, you know? And isn't that part of the encouragement that LEGO's been trying to do? Rebuild the world and all that malarkey? I know, Discord keeps coming in. Isn't that the idea that, oh, you can still use your Lego pieces and build other things out of them? I mean, they literally market those campaigns with Lego sets that have already come out and adjusting them and modifying them and putting wacky things on them for, continued play and imagination. They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, for lack of a better phrase, by saying, you can only buy this. You have to build this by the instructions. We're going to get another one. You build that one. You buy that one. I don't even want to go into Lego movie territory on how that's contradictory. But I kind of wonder about, like, the Recolor sets. I have a feeling the reason why they chose those is because they stopped selling at a point. Like, oh, the Fiat was cool and people did buy it, but now people don't. What if we change the color of it? Maybe people will buy it now. Why these random fire sets? Maybe they didn't sell as well. Oh, let's take out that garish yellow color that most people don't like. I mean, I personally am okay with it, but it depends on where it's used. And we'll replace it with something else. Keep in mind, that garish yellow color is the same one that the Fiat used as a main color. And they're replacing them with something different. Something that people might be more interested in. I don't know why they did that with the Dinosaur, and honestly, I'm not a fan of the recolors of them. The reddish brown is okay, but we already know that there's a brittle history of reddish brown lately. So I'm a little skeptical about how that one turns out for production. But the blue one? I guess? I don't know what much to make out of that one. And there was another set. I'm trying to remember what it was. Lego. If I can spell Lego. Can't even spell Lego. Unsubscribe. It's silly. There we go. So I'm gonna... Oh, the Paperfold ad. Come on. I'm not gonna do a rant about you. I want to playing that thing out of spite. So yeah, I actually thought that this Fiat was gonna be a medium azure color like the Beetle, but okay. All right, come on, there we go. So we got the dinosaur there. Honestly, this also confuses me. All right, there's like 3 news articles in one video. This confuses me as well. Why is this set still available? Why is this set still in stores? I'll tell you why. But I find it kind of odd that they've kept it around for so long. This set released in 2017 or 18 or something like that. It's already been a couple of years. And usually, according to the normal shelf life of a Lego product, it would have been gone by now. It would have been gone probably last year, like the end of last year or something. But it's still here. I still see it in stores. And I'm not going to lie, I have 2 copies of it. I kind of want to get more just to have all the dinosaurs together. But that's something you could say about any creator set that's come out. You could say that about the Sea Creatures set. You could say that about even the larger sets because they're 3-in-1s or whatever. You can say that about the castle that recently released. Again, there are Lego sets that just came out, and we're already getting bombarded by other Lego sets, outside of a toy wave. I don't know. But what I was trying to say is, this set is still available in stores. And they're recoloring it twice and putting it out to the UK. I don't see why, but I can see why they would still keep it around in stores. Kids like dinosaurs. And this is a license-free dinosaur set from Lego. Yes, they're going to make their money with Jurassic World. Yes, they're going to make their money with the Legends of Isla Nublar, like, DVD movies. There are a couple non-canon DVD movies about Lego Jurassic World sets that people can buy in Walmart for like $11. I know because I bought one of them like a couple of years back. Because I thought, oh, maybe it's an extension onto something. No, did not matter. But this set, Lego doesn't have to pay a license to National Geographic or Jurassic Park or anybody to make it. It's a dinosaur. Kids already like dinosaurs. Kids are already going to buy dinosaurs. They might buy Jurassic World dinosaur sets. Anyways, now you got this one to add into the mix. And now we got different colors of it. So that'll appeal to people. I didn't buy it because of that. I bought it because dinosaurs, yeah. And I do like the 4 models in it as opposed to most creator sets where it's like, okay, the main model's good and the other ones are okay. It kind of varies. The pirate ship was definitely good for most of the models. It would almost be nice if they were like... I have yet to see them paired together in anybody's videos of it. But like, yeah. I don't even remember this set. I thought this was 2 sets together, honestly. Like that little buggy thing, I thought that was like a $10 set. There's so many Lego sets that come out, and granted, it's been happening for a long time, but it just feels like it's been more so in the past couple of years. Yes, I have actual, papers and documentation about Lego having press releases constantly back in the 2000s. Not just for Lego products, but for marketing, for partnerships, for, advances. But those were all internal. Or, I shouldn't say internal. Those were on a smaller level of everybody knowing. It wasn't a press release like every regular news site had it. They were from Lugnet. Those were kind of things that were like for in-the-know Lego fans, getting word about all this stuff. Nowadays, it's everybody getting the word about it as public knowledge just to keep Lego fresh in our brains. I don't have to keep Lego fresh in my brains. I'm looking at it right across the room from me. Did I rant too much? Did I rant justifiably? Whatever the word is. I don't even know. Well, there's still yellow on here, but I guess that's a normal yellow. Like minifig yellow. Or maybe these are before they were recolored. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe that might be the normal yellow. Because honestly, I had to speak with somebody else who knows about fire trucks and knows about Lego fire trucks to even tell what the difference was in these sets. Because I had no idea at first when they announced it. I was like, that's random. Alright, well, check out T&N Bricks. Since I already watched the video from him. Excuse me. Yeah, we got 3 news things out of that. On top of all the other things that Lego has just released for the late summer wave. On top of the things that are happening in the Lego stores, like the Ideas sailboat. Do I even want to start with the Ideas sailboat? It's a nice model. I've seen it in person. But I don't like the idea of Ideas projects as a gift with purchase. Yes, it's a highly covetable thing. Yes, it's a thing that people want to buy. Let them buy it. Especially when it's made by a fan. Especially when it's made by one of us. Why would somebody have a gift with purchase tier of product release and not as opposed to everybody else. There's only been two so far that are gift with purchases. It was like the rocket and the sailboat that I remember. Maybe three, I'm not sure. But why those instead of everything else? You know why? All right. Here we're starting the rant. We're starting up the motor again for the Rant engine. So, anyways, I have a bad feeling that ideas are no longer going to be anything below $70 US. I kid you not. Have you taken a look at the last couple of ideas projects? They are not. Brickset.com. Ideas. Oh yeah, there was that Barcelona. There was the Barcelona stadium that came out recently. See, I'm forgetting about this stuff. And yeah, I may not be interested in it. I may not be interested in the sport or the country like that particular team of it or whatever. But as someone who enjoys Lego, I'd still like to know, hey, these things are around. In my opinion, Lego ideas are going to be a higher tier kind of thing. I mean, we used to see $20, $35, $40, maybe in the 50s range of Lego products, but not really anymore. I don't want to sort it by pieces. I want to look by year released. 21331. I think that's the Stratocaster. Nope. Okay, there it is. Oh, the vintage car. Yeah, I forgot that was a gift with purchase that I missed out on earlier this year. Why? There's so many things happening. Lego's a business. Yeah, I get it. But okay, it's kind of weird that they... I gotta narrow this down. It looked for the word ideas, not the theme. That's why. But a lot of these products are in the high range, or higher range, I should say, of sets. It's been a while since we've seen one at $70 or less. And if so, it would be at like Walmart or something on clearance. I know because I picked up the Dinosaurs in the past year for about 40, 50 bucks or something on clearance. Or I've seen in Walmart a couple times the Lego Friends set that was like 45 or something on clearance. I think the space station was like that too. And you can argue that yes, even though we're getting a higher price like bracket that the idea sets are going to be in, it means they're going to be more quality products, that they're going to be really like they're in the adult market, they're display worthy, that they're actually, you know, that's their purpose. Well, I kind of like the idea that some of them were more affordable. Some of them were things that kids could enjoy as well. I mean, why wouldn't a kid enjoy a space rocket ride at, you know, 20 bucks at most? You know? That could have easily been $15, $20 as its own regular release. I can definitely see a whole bunch of these that have that classy look to them. But, I don't know. Tron Legacy was $35 and seemed fair for the price, even with licensing. Because you had these, you had a base to go with them. You had, you know, great printed minifigures. I don't even own this set. I don't even know of Tron. I've never watched the Tron movies, but I know the light cycles, and it looks great. Is it because Adventure Time did so poorly? Because I remember that one was everywhere on clearance. But it's not a bad thing for kids. It's not a bad building experience for kids. I mean, this was around the time that they did the Unikitty sets, and shortly after the Mixels and things like that. It's like, why wouldn't buildable figures like this appeal to kids? I mean, it was a $50 set originally, so there's that. You had like Women of NASA. It was a fine, smaller set. Kids could learn about that, you know. It didn't have to be bombastic and over the top or anything. And similarly, the Scientist set. That's got to be further down. Research Institute. $20 set with a miniature dinosaur build. It's actually a pretty good one for its time. And that was 2014. I don't know. I feel like the Exosuit, yeah, that was $35. Tons of greebling, a lot of pieces, a lot of potential, and still very nicely posable for the most part. I think some parts better than others. I did a whole video about my personal favorites of ideas projects that I've owned in hand. Actually, there's a few of these I don't think I got the maze, I think, after that video came out, so I didn't add that one in there, if I remember correctly. But, you know, it's like, it's just weird. I would love to see an idea set with a more price conscious, like lower bracket kind of thing again. Because I believe you can still deliver a quality product from a fan design that's, you know, not highly budgeted. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm going to go watch Lego Masters. I'm going to build a couple Lego sets that I've already had around for a while. That Lego boost has been sitting there in its bag for over a year. Probably almost 2 years now. But I'm looking forward to talking about that one because of Lego Video. Because we're not done hashing on Lego Video yet. I got some special things for that. So I'll catch y'all later. Let me know what you think. Even if you say I'm a big baby or something like that. At least if you're honest, I'll appreciate it. And thank you to everybody still supporting the channel, and I'll catch you all later.